Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the May wrap up and stats video for you guys. I really hope that this turns out okay, that my glare isn't too bad. I am lazy and I did not want to go downstairs to use my other setup. So you guys are in the room with me for the wrap up and stats, but I'm sitting here chit chatting. If you didn't notice, I am back in the patch, and that is life. That is life. Yeah, loads of fun, but we're gonna make this really quick and hopefully painless. Let's get to some stats. So for the month of May, I read 21 books. That breaks down to 13 ebooks and 8 audiobooks. Out of that total as well, there were 12 arcs. So either in ebook format or audiobook format. I think there was only a couple. Not sure. But there will be a slideshow at the end so you guys can check out all of the books that I did read. Forgot to say that in the beginning like I normally do. But I will put that in at the end. So, time for some ratings. For the month of May, I had 1 DNF. I had 0, 1, and 2-star books. I had 1 3-star book. I had 16 4-star books, and I had 3 5-star books, which means some of the 4-star books get included into my top 5 this month. Let's talk about the blackout section of this video, which are the black authors that I read for the month of May, and those books are Dirty Obsessions, which is Lion and the Mouse 5.5 by Kenya Wright, Jackson, which is Restoration Ranch, book number 1 by LaQuette, Hollywood Homicide Detective by Day, book number 1 by Kelly Garrett. Then we have Dirty Trust, Special Weapons and Tactics, book number 6 by Peyton Banks, and The Rebel Heir, which is the Crest Family Dynasty or Crest Dynasty, book number 2 by Niobia Bryant. Y'all. All but one of those y'all need to go pick up. Like, now. Like, seriously. Okay, so for some bookish news, here's my bookish news for this month of May. Even though I am back in this patch, I am going to continue on. I have figured out how to record on my phone here and make things nice and pretty through the editing process for you guys. So I will continue to give out videos. So just get used to my pirated self and we will be a-okay. So I changed my Patreon to one flat fee of $8 per month. And if you are a patron, the 1st through the 7th is the days that you get to pick which book I do a buddy read with you guys, with them, with the patrons. That's what I was thinking. Patrons get to pick the book that we buddy read together, and then we will have a Zoom meeting. I think it's actually the 4th week of June instead of the 3rd week of June, but I'm doing like the 3rd week of the month. So the 1st week of the month is the patrons get to pick the book, and then the 3rd week is when we do a Zoom meeting and of the book that we end up picking, and they are notified of that during my weekly wrap-ups, where they are also afforded with that $8 flat fee all of my thoughts, feelings, and rankings and everything like that on Sundays. Normally Sundays, sometimes Mondays, but normally on Sundays. So that's one of the perks that you get for being a patron of mine. And loads and loads and loads of thank yous to those that are sticking with me through all of the health issues and enjoying the content over there. Sometimes during our last book read Zoom meeting, we just chilled and just kind of talked books. We talked about the book for a little bit, but then we just ended up chit-chatting for a couple of hours, drinking some wine. Well, I drink wine. I think I may have been the only one that drank wine, but we drank some wine, did some chatting, and just kind of hung out. So it's a good time. It's a good time. Yes. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I enjoy talking to people. Now, on to my favorite part of this video, which are my top 5 books for the month, and I'm going to tell you all the reasons why I picked these books. So the first book I'm going to talk about is Devil's Deal, which is Devil's Duet, book number 1 by Alethea Romig. For the most part, any time that I read a Alethea Romig book, there's a pretty good chance for that month that book is going to end up on the list. There have been a couple times where I've read one of her books and it didn't end up on my top 5, but those happen to be like amazing, amazing months. But for this book right here, you guys need to go read this. This is a duet, or book 1 in the duet of this like a crime family, I guess you could say, down in New Orleans, and I loved it. I loved it. There were so many twists and turns, and I was totally here for it. Currently, there is a prequel to it, which I do suggest that you read, because it gives a good, like, sort of taste of this new couple that's going to be joining Alethea's, crazy family of characters. Dark and twisted and very much, who's doing what, why is this person doing it? And I was here for it. And I really didn't tell you anything about the story, did I? But that's okay, because it's better to go into this story without knowing anything. Just know that it's set in New Orleans. It has a very New Orleans feel to it. And it's twisty and turning. There's dark moments. There are some content warnings for possible dubious consent, non-consent type things going on there. But the way that it's laid out, it's like it's sort of almost like a, did she give consent? Did he give consent? I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not sure how I feel about this. So there is that. Lots of twists and turns too. The next book I'm going to talk to you guys about is The Rebel Heir, which is the Crest Dynasty book number 2 by Niobia Bryant. And if you were sleeping on Harlequin books, you guys need to stop sleeping on them, because oh my goodness. So I knew I was going to get a bad boy of this family. This is the second book. You can completely jump into this sort of series without reading the first book, which is One Night with Cinderella. However, I do think that you should read it, just so you can sort of get some of the groundwork of the Crest family, sort of the dynamics. And what it is this Crest family is a chef dynasty. The parents are chefs, the kids are chefs, and the father is getting ready to step down. And Niobia put her damn foot in this book right here. Oh my goodness, you guys. The twists and the turns were coming at every direction. And I am a huge lover of the Harlequin Desire line, because it gives me the spice that I want. And Niobia, woo! Needed, oh my goodness, I needed a fire extinguisher right off the bat. Between these two, this couple is hinted at from the first book, and now we get to find out what happens with them, and I was so here for it. The spice was off the charts in this just woo. Get your fire extinguisher ready, have your nice drink of water ready. Woo! Woo! Yes. And yes, again, stop sleeping on these Harlequin books, and especially this one. Go get it. The next book that I'm going to talk about is Wild Ride, which is Wild Horses number 1 by Kim Lorraine. And I loved this book because, well, for one, Kim sent it to me. Yes, thank you. Thank you again, Kim. I greatly appreciated getting that little kind of blogger box. It was just so sweet of you. And then 2, the fact that I was able to listen to it as an audiobook. And yes, this is a spin-off series, and there is a additional family that's talked about within this story that I am like jumping on my little horse, and I'm going to read that series. But in this story, we have a reality TV star and a cowboy who has a family history of old Hollywood. The two of them happen to be in Vegas together, and they happen to get married. Woo! Can we talk about craziness? So, we got a I guess you can call it fake marriage. That's catnip of mine, fake marriage. I'm all for it, yes. But we also have some secret crushes, some family secrets that are untold. And like I said in the beginning of this, I want to jump on a horse and get back to that other series just so I can see this whole dynamic of these two families. If you like the story of the Hatfields and McCoys, you're going to want to read this story about the Wilds and the Rikers. Rikers, I believe it is. Oh, yes. So good. So good. And then the narration. Oh, glorious, glorious narration. It is duetted. It's not just dual narrated. It is duetted as if they are in the same room, as if it is a play, it is a screen movie in your ears, because when the female character is talking, she is saying the female character's parts. When the male character is talking, the male character is narrated by a male. And if there are male parts within the female's section of the book, the male is saying them, not the female trying to do a male voice. And oh, it was glorious. It was glorious. It was glorious. You just got this conversation, and I was so here for it. I loved every single minute of it. Every single minute. Like I said, going back to read the rest of those series. Then the next book we're going to talk about is A Lethal by Tara L. Ames, and this is one of the May Salvation Society books that was released. And during my review of this, if you're not a patron, you didn't get to see this, but during my review, and I think I talked about this on my channel, if you like the television show SEAL Team, go read this book, because it is like an episode of SEAL Team. I was so here for it. It took all of the essence of the Salvation Society or Salvation series, wrapped it up in this new world that Tara has, and I loved every single moment of it. I can't wait to go read some of Tara's other books, and I loved it oh so much. SEAL Team. Think SEAL Team in book form, episode, yes. Oh, so good. And then the final book that I'm going to talk about is Jackson Restoration Ranch, book number 1 by LaQuette. And I'm pretty sure that I have talked about this book in the month of May after I finished it, because I am so particular about the way I receive Black history, and LaQuette seamlessly wove Black history, unknown facts, and history into this romance story that was romantically suspenseful. We have a Texas Ranger. He is Black. We have a lawyer turned ranch owner. She is into restoring justice for people, and her the two ladies that are on the ranch are on parole. They are restoring their lives, and the way that our female character runs hard for her, I was here for. She was like, no. Something ends up happening on the ranch, and when they end up finding the suspect for it, I'm just going to tell you this one little part, which I just absolutely loved. I was like, oh, yes. So they find the suspect that they think it is. When they're in there interrogating the suspect, our female character is like, well, you know what? I may be the victim, but I'm not going to let you railroad this person, and I'm going to step in. And it was like, ooh, yes. You could see that our female character had a rich history in this area that she owns, this ranch, and she was willing to go to bat. even if it was something against her, she knew the people that were around, and she was like, yes, I'm gonna ride for the people from this town that I know, because that person, there's no way that person could have done this, or there must be something more. And I was just like, yes, yes. And then, like I said, the Black history that is woven into this story was so seamless and so beautiful and just touching and moving. And like I have said in other videos, I swear Miss LaQuette studied at the feet of Queen Beverly Jenkins' feet when it came to historical romance, because like I said, I am very particular when it comes to my Black historical romance or Black history period. And just beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. Yes, so good. Go check out those 5 books. I don't think you will be disappointed in them in any way, shape, or form. So if you know my outro, go ahead, try and jump ahead to the slideshow where I break down all of the books that I read in chronological order for you. And thank you guys for watching. For those that don't know my outro or just want to watch, because it's only going to be about a minute, as always, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Also, my feedback form is down in the description box, so you guys can help me improve my channel. My Ko-fi, my PayPal, my Patreon. Come join me, buddy read with me, and have access to all my thoughts and feelings every single week for the books that I am reading over there, as well as some extra things when I can try and get to you, as well as the Zoom meeting. Just come chill with me, and, you know, let's talk books. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're giving it a thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself in this video and enjoyed my stats. I release videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then sneak peek on Sundays for you guys here, and full thoughts and feelings over on Patreon. Thank you guys again. I can't say it enough, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. That's what I meant to say.
You'll never feel the way I feel. You don't know if my love is real. Baby, listen to me, here's the deal. When you're not here, I'm not the same. I'm needing a new chapter, babe. Been stuck here in a bed for days. I've been staring at the telephone, 'cause when you're gone, I miss your face. 8 o'clock, body talk. There's no need to bring it up. Nothing you say makes it better.